From Toyota, Japan's biggest car manufacturer, comes a very small car for our second road test. Toyota is certainly no stranger to the U.S. market, but like many other importers, they've been a bit slow to join the front drive revolution. So far, Toyota's only front drive model available in the U.S. is this one, the Toyota Corolla Tercel. This subcompact hasn't changed much since it was introduced in 1980. It currently carries a base price of $2 under $5,000, making it one of the least expensive cars now sold in the U.S. The correct name for our test car is a real mouthful, the Toyota Corolla Tercel two-door deluxe sedan. A lot of words for a very small car. The Tercel is actually offered in 5 models, including a 3-door hatchback and a 4-door sedan. All are powered by the same 1.5-liter, 62-horsepower, 4-cylinder gasoline engine. Styling of the Tercel is simple and suggests total practicality, with very good body fit and paint finish. Just right for a self-gift to celebrate that first job. A car that will be right at home fighting morning and evening rush hour traffic. Spartan practicality is also the theme on the interior. Seats are adequate, at least for short trips, and all controls were just where you'd expect them to be. Nothing fancy in the dash either, although a tachometer and a few other gauges would be appreciated. We did find a couple of flaws in the interior workmanship. Cables hanging out from under the dash, and a mystery rubber plug that never found a home. Our deluxe version came with a standard 5-speed overdrive manual that was crisp and positive. That and the quick engaging clutch allowed good performance from the small engine. Steering is manual rack and pinion. Despite its slow 4.3 turns lock to lock, it made the Tercel quite maneuverable. Ride is controlled, but like most short wheel-based cars, will never be noted for a smooth ride over rough pavement. Our staff next put the Tercel through its paces. The passing acceleration test judges a car's quickness from 40 to 55 miles per hour. Our Tercel recorded a reasonable 5.7 seconds in 3rd gear. However, acceleration fades rapidly as you climb the gears. Our stoplight acceleration distance, 500 feet, was covered in a good average of 9.7 seconds, but at only 49 miles per hour. The standing quarter-mile results again were only fair, with a time of 19.7 seconds and 67 miles per hour. The Tercel is geared to give an initial burst of speed that makes you think it has more than adequate power. When it comes to making circles, the Tercel isn't as tight as expected. At 36 feet, the left-hand diameter was judged a bit wide for such a mini car. Through our low-speed slalom course, the Tercel handled quite well, despite a lot of cranking of its slow steering. Drivers were generally able to exit the course at 5 miles per hour above the 35 entry speed. There was more body roll than expected, but the good low-end engine performance and tendency towards neutral steering made this test a lot of fun. But at higher speeds, it's possible to overreact with the Tercel. On our emergency lane-changing course, we found that too much steering effort combined with too much body lean could prove slightly alarming. If there was one thing we really didn't like about the Tercel, it was the brakes. Our stopping distance from 30 miles per hour was a good 38 feet, but pedal pressure was high and lacked a solid feel. From 55 miles per hour, distances were again average at 140 feet, but easy locking and a lot of fade were apparent. The car also had a pronounced tendency to pull to one side or another. Some of the blame can probably be laid to the very skinny Japanese-made Dunlop tires. We just weren't inspired by the Tercel's ability to stop with good control. But we were inspired by the well-designed engine compartment. This front-wheeler has its power plant mounted in the conventional lengthwise position. That makes items such as drive belts and the water pump easy to service. The spark plugs and oil dipstick were in plain view, although the oil filter might be a slight bother. This 2-door sedan has adequate cargo space for our normal set of 4 pieces of luggage, but little more. The 3-door hatchback and the 4-door sedan models have fold-down rear seats for more available space. The full-size spare tire is located under the cargo floor. Changing a flat took only 16.5 minutes, but we found the jack flimsy and with too many small parts for efficient operation. Highway impressions for the Tercel? Good overall, with only moderate noise, and an EPA fuel economy rating of 32 city and 43 highway. Owners tell us that everyday driving produces a combined figure of 35. The Tercel was just roomy enough for 4 commuters, although too small for anything resembling a long trip. So whether you buy one to celebrate your first job or just for fuel-efficient commuting, the front-drive Toyota Corolla Tercel should fill the bill. It will, by the way, also go quite well in snow. I found that out personally. The only thing left to wonder is if Toyota can build a front-drive car this good the first time around, what are they likely to do for an encore?